He killed the mom, so who's to say he won't harm her child? And we feel like that he's in danger.
The victim is not a Madison County resident, and we do have a suspect detained.
You hurt me. Y'all hurt me with this. They should have deserved this. I don't know what to say. I just want some justice. I don't know what justice is.
And they won't tell us anything about the baby. That's our number one concern right now is having Chancellor home and safe.
22-year-old mother Tyeasha Starks went to pick up her son from his paternal grandparents' home in Madison County. What should have been a routine exchange turned into a nightmare. According to reports, an argument erupted between Tyeasha and the boy's grandfather. Details are still emerging, but the sheriff's office claims the situation escalated, with Tyeasha allegedly using a stun gun. Tragically, the grandfather allegedly shot Tyeasha multiple times. This story highlights the devastating impact of gun violence and the importance of a fair justice system. Tyeasha's family is shattered. Her mother, Tyeasha Harris, describes a lack of transparency from authorities. She wasn't allowed to identify her daughter and fears for her grandson's well-being, especially if he witnessed the shooting. Adding to their pain, CPS never followed up after being called to the scene. The sheriff's office claims the shooting was domestic-related, possibly due to a child custody dispute. Witnesses reportedly backed the claim that Tyeasha had a stun gun. However, no charges have been filed against the shooter. Tyeasha's family and loved ones are heartbroken and frustrated. They want a thorough investigation and believe the shooter should be held accountable. But more importantly, they want to ensure the safety of Tyeasha's young son. Hey everyone, welcome to the channel. Today we're talking about a heartbreaking story that demands justice, the death of Tyeasha Starks. On February 20th, around 6:30 p.m., the Madison County Sheriff's Office responded to a call of a possible homicide on Harpeth Drive. Sadly, they found 22-year-old Tyeasha Starks from Clarksville, shot and deceased at the scene. Tyeasha, a mother of a 1-year-old son, had arrived to pick up her child when an argument erupted with the boy's grandfather. The situation escalated, and according to the family, the grandfather shot Tyeasha 5 times. The investigation is ongoing, and no charges have been filed yet. Tyeasha's family is frustrated by the lack of transparency and demands justice. The family is also seeking custody of Tyeasha's son. While the investigation continues, a cloud of frustration hangs over the case. Tyeasha's family hasn't received updates from the sheriff's department, and no charges have been filed in the 2 months since the tragedy.
You hurt me. Y'all hurt me with this. They should have deserved this. I don't know what to say. I just want some justice. I don't know what justice is.
And they won't tell us anything about the baby. That's our number one concern right now is having Chancellor home and safe. He killed the mom, so who's to say he won't harm her child? And we feel like that he's in danger.
The victim is not a Madison County resident, and we do have a suspect detained.
This lack of progress has sparked outrage from activists like Karen Spencer McGee and Memphis-based Cassio Montez, who vowed to fight for answers for Tyeasha's grieving family. However, new details have emerged that complicate the initial narrative. Investigators report a disturbance at the residence involving Ms. Starks and the home's occupants. Witnesses claim Tyeasha wielded a stun gun during the altercation before a resident of the house shot her. The authorities are actively investigating this case with contrasting viewpoints. This revised information highlights the need for a thorough and impartial investigation to ensure justice prevails. Tyeasha Starks' family is grieving the loss of their 22-year-old daughter who was fatally shot on February 20th. The sheriff's office has withheld the shooter's identity due to the ongoing investigation. Tyeasha's family, including her mother, Tyeasha Harris, is heartbroken and frustrated. While they've had discussions with investigators, they haven't received the answers they seek. Ms. Harris feels the police department wasn't transparent. The family is fighting for justice on 2 fronts, holding the shooter accountable and gaining custody of Tyeasha's 1-year-old son. They are determined not to give up until both goals are achieved. The tragic shooting of Tyeasha Starks has left her family devastated. Adding to their grief, Tarsha Harris, Tyeasha's mother, recounted a series of concerning experiences with law enforcement following the incident. Ms. Harris alleges a lack of compassion from authorities. She wasn't allowed to identify her daughter's body before it was transferred, and she believes the system failed to protect her grandson, who may have witnessed the shooting. Despite being told Child Protective Services would investigate, no contact was made. Ms. Harris is now taking matters into her own hands, filing a case with Child Protective Services herself. Further compounding the family's pain is the lack of charges against the shooter, identified as the paternal grandfather of Tyeasha's young son. The sheriff's office claims the incident stemmed from a child custody dispute, with Tyeasha reportedly armed with a stun gun when the shooting occurred. Witness statements reportedly corroborate this account. However, Ms. Harris and loved ones are seeking justice. They believe a thorough investigation is necessary and question the decision not to press charges. Tyeasha's family desperately wants answers and action to ensure her son's safety and hold those responsible accountable. We stand with Tyeasha's family and all those fighting for justice. Let's keep the conversation going and demand accountability. Until next time, take care.